You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh yeah!
Good morning and welcome to episode 1379 of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, January 18th, 2024. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Subscribe, like, and drop us a 5-star review if you like the show. Today, Mark's got an insane potential law out of Kentucky.
Yeah, you're going to be like, this isn't out of Alabama or West Virginia?
Oh, okay. Incest.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of
You
people will
nailed it.
still see Kentucky with that too.
Kentucky's in the top 5.
Yeah.
There's some people pumped about this.
Wherever you're from, there's a state around you where you make incest jokes about.
That's right.
You know?
You're absolutely right.
You could be anywhere in the United States. There's a state close to you you make incest jokes about.
Is Maine the one up north?
It's up north.
No, but I mean, is Maine like what people the
Oh.
incest?
What's New England's incest? state?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would maybe Vermont.
I think there's some
Mountains.
really
Mountains.
rural parts of Maine that might have some incest going on.
Okay.
The further north you go, probably. West has a weird one and a gross one for
Yep.
us.
Weird and gross. Just like
All
my
right.
cock.
I call this one my cock.
Nice. And I've got an update on the Pit in Buffalo and Bill's Mafia, what they're doing with the Pit. We talked about it a long while back, but
yeah.
it's back. The Pit is, well, it never left, turns out, but we'll get into it.
You got the pit right behind you.
That's right. Set up the green screen. So, well, actually, no, I'm live at the Pit.
You
Thanks.
love the pit. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're at the pit.
live at the Pit.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just a casual observer. Just flew up here, set up a little booth at the top of the pit just to keep an eye on it. It's pretty calm right now.
Not
So
a
much
lot of action in
movement.
the pit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, got a few days before the game. So, how you guys doing? You guys want to do the news? You guys have any big announcements or anything?
No.
No, you got to go to patreon.com for all that stuff. Patreon.com/Hard Factor for the personal shit. Let's do the news.
You know who you're with? 3 Factor, yeah. And this is real news.
You're welcome. So it is election season, and that means politicians old and new are making promises they won't keep and coming up with harebrained schemes and plans to make things better. And one incumbent in Kentucky, State Representative Nick Wilson. Where is he? Here's Nick. Young guy. Big smile.
Mhm.
Wow. He looks like if Jared Kushner was incredibly surprised by something and then just couldn't wipe the grin off his face.
Was transforming into the Joker.
Right.
Yeah. Like a handsome Steve Buscemi.
Look at this crazy pic. Yeah, like a young, handsome Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
Sure. And Nick Wilson, he's really trying to please a particular group of people. He's proposing a bill that 100% would get him elected for life by this group of people I'm talking about. Of course, I'm talking about cousin fuckers, because House Bill 269, nice, sponsored by Rep. Wilson, calls for the fucking of a first cousin to be no longer classified as incest, so that cousin fuckers can no longer be criminally charged.
And first cousin
First
is
cousin.
a blood cousin.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Right. That's you're talking about aunts or uncles.
I mean, second
kids,
cousin's
yeah.
slightly blood related, but first cousin's like,
Yeah.
pretty blood related.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he wants that. He said, nope, first cousins is not incest. Cousins is yes.
Did he give a reason? Is this like a personal bill? Is he like, this is close to my heart because I'm trying to marry my first cousin? But
You'd think he's at least attracted to a first cousin with this bill.
You-
He's thought about it.
It's tough to have hot first cousins.
Not in Kentucky anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
The bill was introduced on January 16th to the House committee, to several audible groans and a few silent fist pumps. You know, yes.
right. Some people weren't
Yes.
so appalled. Right.
Yeah.
Crazy son of a bitch did it.
Finally,
Wilson.
somebody.
Wilson.
And it wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Rep Wilson, that's the guy. According to the Kentucky General Assembly website, it would strike, quote, first cousin from the list of familial relationships, defined as unlawful incest in the state. And also, this one's pretty bad too. The amendment would reduce the designation of incest from a Class D felony to a Class C felony unless you're banging a relative that's 12 years of age or younger. So if you can bang your sister and it's now a lesser felony in Kentucky.
Oh, we lessened the sister fucking too.
Yeah, less than sister fucking and mom.
You just
fucking.
loosened the whole tie there.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Incest on the board.
incest tie is loosened. Yeah, you can go ahead and.
Well, let's not ruin the guy's life, you know?
I mean, okay, so what is, other than that it's gross, the first cousin thing I'm talking about, obviously fucking your sister is just terrible. But the fucking your first cousin thing, I get it's weird, but why is it illegal?
You're too close genetically, right? I think like the idea is that you might
fuck up
if
the baby.
You both have like problems, you might end up with kids that are more
Then
prone
it'll be
to
a
have
drain
those.
on society.
Wes is
That's
asking the
problem.
questions Rep Wilson was asking a few weeks ago before
Right.
sponsoring this bill and drafting it up.
Can anyone answer why?
This is how
Right.
the bill started, Wes.
Yeah.
Did he give a reason of his why? No, I think there's scientific whys, Wes.
Yeah, I
to
know
answer
there's
your-
scientific wise, but for a felony, like that's
Okay.
harsh.
Yeah, Wes,
for
it
his
was a room full of guys that one guy brought up the question like you, and they were all stumped. And then
Right.
and then Rep Wilson says, I'm gonna draft
Well,
this son of a bitch.
Seems un-American to me.
Now, if you're saying this guy looks familiar, this weirdo, attractive, jokerish Steve Buscemi, Jared Kushner guy, it's because he is familiar. He won the 37th season of Survivor. He won it in 2018, and then they brought him back in 2020 with all the winners, all the snakes and manipulative bastards. I mean, winners. And obviously, this guy, he knows how to talk to people in his area and what they want, because that's how you win Survivor. And he now went from Survivor to he ran unopposed the 82nd district seat in Kentucky back in 2022, because really, who's going to go up against a young, good-looking reality TV star that has tricks like making cousin fucking legal up his sleeve? Good luck.
Well, plus you now know why he won Survivor, because he was not attracted to anybody there. It's a tactical advantage. He was thinking about his cousin back home, so they were never going to flap him. He was unflappable.
I'm wondering what's going on in the 82nd, because usually in Survivor you have to connect with people and make teams and stuff. So he's like, this is going to go over well in the 82nd district. Cousin fun.
Yeah, I would imagine it did. I mean, like, did he ever explain himself why he did this?
No. In fact, what happened on Tuesday when this went viral, what happened is everyone on the internet called him the most disgusting man on earth, said he was insane, an absolute lunatic. And I guess after all that blowback, by the way, oh no, I voted no on that. How the hell did that even pass? Well, now it's legal. We'll have to go on a date now, won't we? Don't tell your mom type thing going on in the 82nd district. Now that he's getting all sorts of blowback, he's come out and said, did I put first cousins on the list that should be excluded? That's my mistake. I meant second cousins. First cousins probably should still be illegal. My bad. That should be but a Class C. C, not Class D. Remember, Class C.
That's a big decimal to miss.
Right. Did that say first?
Yeah.
So did he file a bill, or did he he just
he sponsored the bill? He was championing the bill. He went out to the floor and was like, "I'd like Bill 269, nice to pass."
Usually, you give a little heartfelt speech about why you did it.
Listen, it's hard to meet people these days, and
he's bringing up pictures of his cousins, other people's hot cousins.
Yeah,
this is Samantha.
Wouldn't you like to fuck her? Well, so would I.
Okay, Nick.
Jeez. Well,
so
yeah,
we'll see if that passes, or if I don't know if they're going to make an amendment now that he's like, "Oh, my bad, first cousin's my bad. I shouldn't have done that."
You can just
That's
withdraw the bill. If the whole bill is to allow you to have sex with the first cousin, if it's his bill, he can just simply take it away
or amend it. Yeah. I was doing a little research on. I asked the question, why is incest illegal? And you'd be shocked at how many people think that it should not be illegal. On the internet.
Oh no, I'm not shocked by that at all, Wes.
Yeah. People are like, it's two consenting adults. The government should stay out of my goddamn business and let me fuck whoever I want. Is basically the consensus of people that are into incest.
Right, incest participators. Right,
Aren't people that are really into incest, like first cousin or even closer, because they like to, because they're kind of racist and like to breed like just their genetics. They're like really into like they like to breed just within.
I think they're just
pure
horny.
blood,
Pure blood and horny.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, purebreds. Is that how you do? You make a human purebred? Is you just have everybody in the same house bang over and over again? That's how you make a human purebred,
right? But there's that like family that does that, and they can't even like talk. You know those people that they've interviewed.
It's all white underbelly. Yeah,
like crawl on all fours and they can't like communicate with anyone.
The guy talks. He goes
yeah. That's what happens.
Yeah.
They have reasons against it. Yeah.
So,
and a lot of times incest is involved in like pedophilia. It's a big incest and pedophilia go hand in hand.
Well, if you're going to cross some lines, you might as well cross all of them, right?
Yeah.
Guess so. That's my relative.
I'm all in now.
Yeah.
Is that what Nick is thinking here? That's yeah. Okay.
I don't know, but Survivor put out a message saying we're not going to have him back on, guys. No more season 3 for Nick Wilson, and we'll see if he gets reelected after this. But he's trying to walk it back a little bit, even though everyone's saying he's the most disgusting human being on the planet. And look, whether you're fucking your first cousin or someone not blood related, you're going to want a nice hard boner, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Right?
You're going to want it hard.
Yeah.
Preferably, yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, for men aged 40 to 70, 52% of us experience some form of ED. And it's also been a taboo subject, like incest. Thankfully, HIMS is changing
incest is a little bit more taboo.
More taboo. Yeah. No, EDs shouldn't be as taboo. No, not at all. I mean, it happens to 52% of us men, 40 to 70. Thankfully, HIMS is changing that by providing affordable access to ED treatment all online. With HIMS, you can get access to medications to ensure your erectile dysfunction gets treated so you can keep the confidence going all day and all night. HIMS is changing men's healthcare by providing access to affordable and discreet sexual treatments, all from the comfort of your couch. And HIMS provides access to clinically proven generic alternatives to Viagra and Cialis up to 95% cheaper, with options as low as $2 per dose. Now that is a deal. $2.
That's a lot of first cousins.
Here's your $2. Yeah. The process is simple. Now, most of us probably know no blood relations, but $2 either way. The process is simple and 100% online. No uncomfortable doctor visits. Answer a series of questions on their site, and a medical provider will determine the right treatment options for you. And if you're prescribed, your medication ships directly to you for free and in discreet packaging. No insurance is needed. Pay one low price for your treatments, online visits, ongoing shipments, and provider messaging. HIMS has hundreds of thousands of trusted subscribers. So if ED is getting you down, it's time to get you up. You know what I mean? Change that. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/hardfactor. That's HIMS.com/hardfactor for your personalized ED treatment options. hims.com/hardfactor. Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription is required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. So, just fun fact, there are 2 states where incest is legal.
Totally
legal. No prosecution.
Alaska.
First, New Jersey. If you're over 18, incest, no prosecution. You still can't get married, but you can bang. And Rhode Island.
All those Guidos in Jersey, they have so many cousins. Everyone's a cousin.
Yeah, because they'll go out on a night on the town. They'll fuck a cousin by accident.
Whoops.
Yeah. Whoopsie.
Whoa.
And then Rhode Island is 16 and over. You can fuck your cousin, but no marriage.
So you're close. It wasn't Maine. It was Rhode Island.
Yeah, Rhode Island is the one.
There's a lot of weirdos that move to those states just for those laws, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're fucking your cousin, you gotta go there.
Did you just pack up and move to Rhode? You got divorced and moved to Rhode Island? Yeah.
With your sister, huh?
Was it for a job? No. Yeah, with your sister. I got some family. I got some family there.
Ooh, my cousin. Hey, I got great news. My cousin just moved to Rhode Island.
She's turning 16 soon. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a trip up there pretty soon.
Oh my God. Rhode Island, some dirty dogs. Jersey and Rhode
Yeah.
Island. What the hell?
Yeah.
Well,
My dad
Well,
got a new job in Rhode Island. Can you
maybe
believe
Nick
that?
Nick Wilson's jealous. He
maybe Nick
wishes.
Wilson, has some friends in Rhode Island or grew up there or something. Yeah.
You wouldn't believe it, Nick.
Crazy.
It's incredible. Been banging my family members my whole life, Nick.
Most people bring, like their cuisine or some of their culture from other states. Nick's bringing the craziest bills from other states.
Ma, I didn't know. I didn't know.
I got an idea. Rhode Island's onto something.
Oh man, it's fucked up.
Oh,
Okay, I got weird and gross for you, and this first one is more of a not so fun fact for everyone out there. Hopefully, you'll forget about this by the time summer rolls around and these things are everywhere again. But for those of you in the South still dealing with them on a regular basis, I'm sorry. I now know it, so you have to know it. And I had no idea this was what was going on, but apparently, when flies land on your food, it's actually about 100 times more nasty than what I thought. So I thought, at the very worst, that a fly.
You already ruined tea. You're about to ruin outdoor restaurants.
I'm about to ruin food.
Yeah, food. Yeah,
Food.
No, I saw this video.
Yeah, it's
it's like a close up of them shitting.
Mark, you're gonna.
No.
You'll see.
It's not good.
Wes is
so
right to be shocked.
I thought
Their skin.
just watch. I thought the very worst that when a fly like landed on my food, maybe it was just walking on like a piece of dog shit, and that's pretty gross in itself to think about. But
Spread it over. Yeah.
like the little feet are covered in dog shit, and now they're on my my hot dog, and now I'm eating the hot dog. But what actually happens is even grosser. Here's a video explaining how flies eat and what they do on your food.
Fly lands on your food. Most people think it just starts eating it, but flies actually can't chew like humans. So instead, they sort of puke up a special type of saliva right onto your meal. This saliva contains digestive enzymes that break down your food into a slurpable liquid. The fly then uses its proboscis to suck it up like a smoothie, which is how they consume your food.
Dude, who made that video?
They make it's an acid milkshake. Flies make an acid
It's like
milkshake.
the worst educational channel I've ever seen.
Yeah, isn't that fucked up?
Yeah, it's like a fucked up Bill Nye. I don't know who did it.
Who is that
but
guy?
yeah, it's
I don't know.
disgusting.
Some science dude. So along with the article from the New York Post and this video, this Dr. Cameron Webb from the University of Sydney, he's like, yep, that's how they eat. And he said, what people were like, well, should people just brush flies off their food or toss it out? And he said, quote, flies that land out of sight and wander about for a few minutes, vomiting and pooping on your food or food preparation area are more of a concern. The more time passes, the greater the chance of pathogens left behind by the flies growing and multiplying on the food.
Okay.
And then he said, also, if you live in a city, the risk is greater away from the city because the amount of flies likelihood to come in contact with a dead animal or animal waste. So a nice picnic in the country. That fly might have been on a dead deer.
Oh yeah, New York City flies, I'm sure, are real clean.
Yeah, I'm sure they're just dead rat. Yeah, they're disgusting too. So, yeah.
This is bad news. What the water bottle thing? Did you guys see that? They keep coming out with more and more. It's like every time you look at a water bottle. Yeah, it's like more microplastics. Now the flies are spitting acid on you. Like what the fuck?
But how long has bottled water been around? Or are they just heating it up more in the process now? I mean, it's always been like this, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
They just now know there's been a lot more plastics the whole time.
They know there's a lot more microplastics. They're like, hey, it's actually a
previous
shitload
thought.
more.
Yeah.
Just like the flies, it sounds like. It's like they used to think it was just spreading the shit onto your food. Now, no, they know
flies have been around forever.
Chemicals. Yeah.
They're puking up there. They're puking on your food and then also shitting on it and also walking around with possibly dead animal stuff on their legs. So yeah, now you know.
Stop me from going to like a sports bar or something that has flies, Too bad.
I honestly could care less.
You know who else is disgusting? The chef in the back that scratches his balls and then touches my fries.
It's true.
That's equally likely to happen. Speaking of bugs and plastic, my favorite drink is the Costco green tea. And Wes, you did the report that said that there's like 1 billion bugs in tea, and now there's the microplastics. I'm basically poisoning myself 25 times a day.
Yeah, we all are.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. This one's weird. That was gross. This one's weird. This is also kind of gross. We're all big animal people on Hard Factor. We all have pets. 2 of us have too many pets, but we love them because underneath our sometimes hard exteriors, we're just soft marshmallow men who may or may not baby talk their animals on a regular basis. I know. Mark and I, that's true. I don't know if Will baby talks his dog, but
you have a recorder in here?
Maybe before the kids, but after the kids, the dogs. I mean, they really, they unfortunately they take the brunt of losing the attention. Yeah.
Do we even talk? I even go as far as like talk as the animals, like for them, like when Honey's walking around, it's like I was like, "Honey, you hungry?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm hungry. Yeah."
Oh yeah, I'll still do that.
I'll do the dog. I'll be her. I'll do her voice.
That's a classic.
I call the Chihuahua baby. Come here, my little baby. Come over here, baby. It's disgusting. Anyway, pets die. And it's sad. It's really sad. How do you guys feel about the people who taxidermy their dead animals so they can live with them forever? Like you taxidermy like a cat or a dog. Like
not great, Wes. Not great.
Boy, I don't like to punch down, but like because they're probably going through a tough time. But I think they're weirdos.
Weird as fuck, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look, to each their own, but that is weird shit to have.
It's better than first cousin fucking. I'd put it above, a little bit above,
leagues above.
Yeah,
I don't know about leagues, but it's definitely above.
Yeah, it's the leagues above.
Imagine if you did both.
You got a little taxidermy. That's way better than full on incest.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what are we talking here? What level of incest?
Well, what else are you willing to do if you're willing to stuff your dog or cat, though?
Yeah, I mean, it opens the door to.
You're a weirdo, yeah. Anyway, I think it's weird, but again, to each their own. Well, one woman, Jess Porter Langson, here she is. She recently lost that little guy, her dwarf Roborovsky hamster named Hamilton, or Hammy for short. And yeah, look, he's cute, isn't he? Here's what he looked like when he was alive. And here is what she decided to do to Hammy in the afterlife.
Whoa.
She turned him in to a stuffed stripper, complete with stripper pole, tiny dollar bills, and a pink thong.
That's terrifying.
And that is right next to her bed on her nightstand 24 hours a day.
That's weird.
Boy, that would be awkward to like drunkenly hook up with her and maybe notice that in the morning. Or
you notice that right before you're like, oh, I'm dead.
Would you care though? I wouldn't care. I'd be like, this thing is so small. It's almost like
I'd go through with the act, but I would probably not want to date her.
It's not like having a giant dog. Like if you had a giant stuffed dog in your house,
look
that'd
at
be
the arms, Will.
Dude, it's a decomposed dead hamster.
Yeah, but
on a stripper pole next to your bed. Like you like
at least fun, It's like if you're gonna have a taxidermy pet inside the house, you may as well put it on a stripper pole.
Couldn't you just get a fake hamster on a stripper pole, or like anything else besides this? It is a funny gag to put a fake animal on a stripper pole, but that's a malnourished, disgusting dead hamster.
Well, it's dead.
Look at that thing.
It's dead. It's stuffed.
Yeah.
It's stuffed.
I think it's also pretty disrespectful to Hammy, who probably didn't want to be forever in a pink thong on a stripper pole, but whatever.
You don't think Hammy got down like that?
Do you have another picture of her?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. The first picture, she looked like a mess. Her hair looks better there.
She's cute.
She had like a little bit of a pink thing going on, but also the hair was just in different cuts and angles.
She's cute enough. You look past the dead hamster on her nightstand when she takes you home.
Yeah, definitely banger.
But pretty fucking freaky.
Do you bring up the hamster before or after, or just not at all?
She probably tells you.
Would you guys really like?
She shows you. She grabs your hand and brings you to the hamster.
You break things off over this hamster. You'd be like, "This is a deal breaker."
Yeah, probably.
Probably wouldn't want around my pets.
I'd be like, what else is going on inside that brain of hers?
What? It seems funny. She just put a dead hamster. Like, I mean, I mean, it's not taxidermy doesn't freak me out, so it doesn't. I don't know. It's
This one normally doesn't freak me out. This is weird to have next to your bed.
That's very weird.
sure. I'll give you that. I'm not going to say it's not strange. It's obviously strange, but it's not like why would this wouldn't bother me. Almost wouldn't bother me at all. I would think it's kind of funny, honestly.
You wouldn't be embarrassed to tell your friends that your girlfriend has a stuffed dead hamster on a stripper pole next to her bed? I think I know you a little better than that. I think
I'll tell you what happens when she shows you that hamster on a one night stand and she introduces you to the hamster. Anal's on the table.
Anything on the table.
You know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, she's got a wild streak for sure, but I mean, it's that.
My next question is anal on the table?
It doesn't really freak me out. I mean, like it would freak me out a lot more if she had a giant German Shepherd stuffed in the bedroom. You know, that would really freak me out.
Well, I don't think she had a pet German Shepherd. Otherwise, she probably would have a stuffed German Shepherd.
We'd have to find out. We have to walk that road.
This was
find out, but it wouldn't be a deal breaker for me.
This was her emotional COVID hamster that she bought to get through the pandemic, by the way. So, you know, it's very special to her. So that's why she decided to stuff it for $220.
She's got some reasons.
Do we have her Instagram? Does she have anything else going on? Wait, can we stop her a little bit?
We should probably ask her to come over. Yeah,
I think she's got a TikTok.
What else does she do that's crazy? You know, what's her job?
What is her job?
Is it stripper?
No, she's not a stripper.
Oh.
I think it says it in the article, but I don't know if I have it.
Counselor.
Anyway, she's a counselor?
No, I don't know. I'm joking.
She might be a makeup artist or something.
Therapist.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was freaky. This little malnourished, you know.
I'm with you, Wes, but Nick Miller in live comments is with Will. He says, honestly, it's better than a cat or a dog being stuffed. And he says, I'm with Will.
It's strange, but I don't know how strange it is.
I think this is going to be the poll today for the show. Is she
it's
insane
definitely strange. Yeah. If you word it, is it strange? I agree. Yes.
Well, would it be a deal breaker?
Deal breaker? No.
Yes or no?
No way.
The fact that it's next to her bed is what makes it the strangest for me. Maybe if it was on a mantle, like that would make it a little less weird for me. It'd still be weird. But the fact that like she goes to bed, like she reaches over to turn the light off and she stares at this fucking dead hamster stripper every night weirds me out.
To me, it's the skinny arms. I can't get past it.
Well, I don't know if you've ever had a hamster as a kid, but when they die, they start to decompose very quickly.
No, I don't care about hamsters. That's why I don't care if she stuffs it. Who cares?
Anyway, hey, maybe she's going through some stuff. You know, maybe she needed a dead hamster to get her through it. But you know what's a better way to get?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But I think her admission of stuffing her COVID hamsters.
She could probably use our sponsor that Wes is about to talk about.
Yeah, she could use our sponsor, which is Betterhelp. You know, we've all got trying times that we go through. We all need to talk to someone. It's a new year, and you probably got a lot of stuff going right in your life, and you got a few things that you're worried about. Don't lose focus on what's going right, but take care of what's going wrong to make those things that are going right go even righter. Does that make sense?
Yes.
That's just how they wrote it in the ad.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we get obsessed with how to change ourselves around New Year's instead of just expanding on what we're already doing right. So we've all used therapy on this show, I think, to improve ourselves. I've talked about it a lot. Getting sober, therapy was key. I couldn't have done it without it. And it'll help you with whatever you're going through. Don't just sit in your shit. Be proactive about it. Go talk to someone. Go get some help. You'll feel a hell of a lot better. Just take the plunge. And BetterHelp can really help you do that in a fast and convenient way. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. So celebrate the progress you've already made. Visit betterhelp.com/hardfactor today. Get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/hardfactor.
Oh, yeah. BetterHelp is awesome. Therapy is awesome. It can help anybody, even if you're not really, if you think you're not going through something, there's always something that you could bounce something off of somebody else, and it could be helpful.
That's right.
That's right.
So, and it's easy, all online. So give it a shot. All right. Let's move it along to the pit. You can see it behind me here in Buffalo, the new Bills Stadium, the pit, as they call it, the excavation site where it will be. We covered before how one Bills fan got arrested for being blackout in the pit, had an epic like sort of bender in there, just went wild earlier in the season, right? In the new construction where the new stadium is being built. But that was earlier in the season. But apparently, human to pit sacrifices have been getting the Bills wins. And I don't know if that guy we covered before was the one that kicked it off, but sometime around when they were 6-6, I guess people started sacrificing themselves more to the pit, as in just like, blacking out and falling into the pit. And that would be sacrificing yourself to the pit. And the Bills started winning more. So much so, in fact, that one Buffalo area lawyer took to Twitter, William Matar, and he's warning people not to sacrifice themselves to the pit, taking it to the internet. He says, legal advice, do not jump in the pit. And then somebody responds and says, no, the pit demands sacrifices. And then he's I can't really read it. You guys see what William says in response to that?
That's a good one.
That's
way to go, Wes. You didn't even need your glasses for that.
Yeah. No.
So this guy, William, he doesn't have a sense of humor at all. And all the people with the sense of humor are saying that they're going to drunkenly throw themselves into the pit.
You have to. They keep winning.
Yeah, they keep winning. Exactly, Mark. So not everybody is convinced with this humorless lawyer that they won't throw themselves in the pit leading up to this Sunday's game with the Chiefs. Here's Pick'em Petey on TikTok to explain exactly what's happening right out of Buffalo. Here it is.
City Chiefs play the Buffalo Bills on Sunday night, and Taylor Swift is expected not to show up due to personal safety concerns. Since beginning a relationship with washed-up tight end Trevor Kelsey, Swift has been at almost every single Chiefs game. But a source says that her security has advised her not to attend this game because of a Bills ritual that could be dangerous. After beginning the season just 6-6, Bills Mafia took matters into their own hands and started sacrificing people to the pit. This is the building site of the future Bills Stadium, where Bills fans have sent people down to their demise in order to make sure the Bills win the next game, and they've been undefeated ever since. With just 2 games between the Bills and the Super Bowl, Bills Mafia recognizes they need greater sacrifices to appease the pit. The more important the person that's sacrificed to the pit, the more the pit appreciates it and will ensure the Bills
Taylor right in that
The higher the status of the person sacrificed to the pit, the more the pit appreciates the gift and will honor the Bills with a greater blessing. Though people are suggesting to ensure a Bills victory, they're looking to sacrifice Taylor Swift, who has declined to volunteer. Apparently, Taylor's security team doesn't want her flying to the game because it was recently discovered that Sean McDermott, the Bills head coach, had recently expressed his respect and admiration for people who are capable of intercepting a plane. In lieu of a high-status sacrifice, Bills Mafia is still looking out for volunteers this weekend.
Yep. So that was obviously all true right there, 100% of it. Hopefully that music doesn't get copyright struck. But anyways, allegedly, they are actually throwing themselves into the pit, multiple people per week. They're calling it edging for Allen, which is just tossing as many of yourselves drunkenly into the pit as you possibly can before Sunday's matchup with the Chiefs.
How many people are going in the pit this weekend? Thousands?
As
Couple
many
thousand?
as they can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope it's over 100.
You think someone's going to bang in the pit this weekend?
Oh, yeah. You
already have.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Since the run started, because it's been now we're on week so 6-6 was week 12. Week 13 is, I guess, when the pit run started. So
it's
you're
getting
talking
bigger and bigger. We got to sacrifice. They should get a job of the Hut mask, like a cosplay guy out there, and have him like direct people into the pit.
Well, he's like Kong. The pit's like Kong. So you remember Kong? He wanted they thought that the only way to appease Kong would be to sacrifice this hot blonde chick, and that's kind of like what the thinking of the pit.
I love it.
Exactly.
It's awesome. I say keep doing it. It's working. So
I doubt anybody's actually getting to sacrifice themselves because they probably tripled down security ever since that one dude had the viral story about it. But
you're just jumping in the pit. Yeah.
Hopefully people are getting through. I mean, it's a big construction site. So Bathtub Jim of the Bills Mafia, thanks for submitting that one and keeping us up to the latest in the pit.
He's going to be at the game, and he said he'd report from the ground. He's going
to so we need to know. Anybody in the Bills Mafia, let us know who's getting into the pit, how many pit sacrifices are actually being made. We'd like to report accurately on this because
Jim, would you sacrifice yourself to the pit for a Bills win this weekend? He's in the live chat.
Would you? Let us know. I
got a couple updates, but the pit's awesome.
Stories. So, we need to know, we need to get to the bottom of it, exactly how many people are hopping into this pit.
Yeah, we do. And Bills fans are hilarious. They were jumping off of like 25-foot snow towers onto flaming tables. You got to give it to Bills fans. They're getting in that pit. I got a couple of big updates, Will, if you have, are you good with the pit?
That's done. That's the last of the pit update.
A lot of high profile people that are sick and might be good sacrifices. The pit are Colts owner Jim Irsay. Turns out he was found. He OD'd in December. They found him unresponsive and like covered in throw up, and they had to like bring him back to life. So Colts owner Jim Irsay not doing great.
He likes to party.
OD, huh?
Yeah, big OD. King Charles, sausage fingers. Also, he has enlarged prostate as well as fingers. And he's going to undergo a procedure next week. So he was hospitalized. They're like, dude, your prostate's way too big. We got to do something about that. So he's getting surgery. Kate Middleton also got abdominal surgery, and she's back in the hospital for complications from that. So the crown's in shambles right now.
Hope that bitch is okay.
Those are the two racist ones. Kate Middleton and King Charles.
Yeah.
That's both of the racist ones. It sucks for King Charles. I mean, was this guy going to last like 2 years in King after waiting 67 years?
Did he hate it that his mom lived so long? He fucking hated it.
So there you go.
Nice. Well, not nice, I guess. Everybody is sick.
They're all okay. Yeah.
But you guys are saying it's the racist ones that are sick.
Those are the ones that were the racist ones that were like, what skin color is the kid going to be? Well, I don't want him in the pictures. Let's take his Prince hood away. That it was Kate and Charles, apparently, according to the books.
Sure was.
Oh, wow. Bathtub Jim got back to us. He says, I'll be there Sunday. If you don't hear from me Monday, you know why. He's sacrificed himself to the pit. So that could. All right, Jim, but let us know how many people got into the pit if you make it out alive. And that's it for Hard Factor. Thank you for listening. If you need more Hard Factor, go to patreon.com/Hard Factor to get not only Florida Man Friday every week, but also the Hive Hour. Also, Let's Go, a brand new sports podcast that's dropping.
Fucking love Let's Go
afternoon. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a very fun time talking sports-ish. Hive Hour, get the inside baseball on everything Hard Factor. We just chop it up, talk about all kinds of bullshit. Florida Man Friday, obviously the best Florida Man, funny ass stories every single week.
Good one.
Patreon.com. Oh, nice. Always
GTA 6. Get out us for a sponsorship, bro. Florida. GTA 6. Rockstar. What the fuck?
Yeah, do that, Rockstar, right now. But most importantly, everybody get out there and have yourselves a great fucking day.